know that there is no better place to be right now than this amazing legacy call. There is a fantastic training prepared to develop you, to help you grow to the next level. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with this amazing book, but this book is called Think and Grow Rich. And part of it is really asking people who had the results, how they got there. And today you have somebody, Matthew Harris, who's gotten these amazing results, who can teach you this roadmap. And so what you want to make sure is that you're not just here on your own, that your team members are here, and that you're here with an open mind and an open heart to take notes, have a pen and paper ready. I know we're going to talk about a lot of amazing things that are going to involve a lot of amazing people, but now's the time for you to focus. Close out any other tabs that you might have open and be fully present in today's training, because it's not just about what you hear and what's given to you. It's also about what you apply. And it's so much easier to take action if you were taking notes, if you can go back and review it. If you can then say, all right, this is what I'm going to do this week, this month in my business because of what I heard on this call. I know that there's a lot of things going on in the world right now. And so I commend you for being here today, refueling your tank, learning the best strategies available for you to grow your business, and of course, planning to end the year strong. I don't know if you know this, but your success in 2021 starts now. This is when you start planting your seeds for what's to come. This is when you truly start planting out those seeds to hit the ground running and create the momentum that you need. And so I'm so glad that you guys are here. If you haven't done so, say hello in the chat. Tell us your name, where you're joining us from. We are so absolutely thrilled to say hello to you. And of course, I want to make sure that you can hear us, that there are no technical errors, but let us know in the chat your name, where you're joining us from. We have a spectacular call lined up for you. And if we haven't met before, my name is Eileen Harris. I'm the Chief Strategy Officer here at EMRIS International. You have got the fabulous, the amazing Matthew Harris, your CEO and CVO, here live with you. And we're just absolutely delighted to share all of this amazing information with you today. And so, hello, Charnel. Hello, Boosie. Hello, Pimani. Oh my goodness, there are, and Princess. Thank you so much, you guys. And I see more things coming on, but we've got to transition a little bit now, because as thrilled as I am to see you all here on this call, and I cannot wait to see you all in person, okay? This is also a really special time, because before training, before talking about what's next, I want to give massive shout outs and send lots of love to October's #1 recruiters, Mondolosi and Kakamba Baba. Congratulations. Show them some love in the chat, you guys. Make them blush. We are so incredibly proud of these leaders for their work ethic, their leadership, their amazing integrity, the way they pour into their teams, the way they are so excited about this mission and vision that they're saying, I am not going to keep this to myself. This is not going to be an industry best kept secret. I'm going to be loud. I'm going to be proud. And we recognize you for being those legacy builders that are saying, I don't just want to build my own undying legacy, but I want to help other people. Help them by coming onto this business. Help them by introducing them to products that can change their lives from the inside out. And so we are thankful for you. We are proud of you.
That's right. Congratulations, everybody. We're super excited tonight. Make sure that you are letting these incredible leaders know they are leading by example. They're not sitting back and saying, hey, you guys go build the business. They are 3-star executives in our company. Going director, we know that it is already done. The back office just has to reflect that. But we're super excited and proud of these incredible leaders. And also, as we've gone from September, October, both months in terms of sales and growth, we're showing the same kinds of numbers. And so huge growth is happening across the business, being led by these incredible leaders. And we have some new rank advancements as well that we want to especially recognize. We have some new executives on the company. Congratulations, Brenda Matlala, Norwanda Detlanya, Litaka Zidyanti. Congratulations, guys. Show these new executives some love in the chat. We know that we're breaking executives left, right, and center, as well as we know that October was a huge month. And so congratulations for everyone who got promoted. And if you're sitting here saying, oh, well, you know, I didn't hit my goal last month, my business didn't grow the way that I would have liked it to, just know that when you celebrate other people's success, what you're doing is you're actually creating an opportunity for yourself to experience the same success. When you look at other people and seeing that they're having success, it lets you know that if it can happen for one person, it can happen for two. If it can happen for two, it can happen for 200. And if it can happen for someone else, it can happen for you too. So we want you setting your goals for a new rank advancement, for a new level of success this month of November. As we go, we know this is going to be a record-setting month yet again in the company, and we're excited tonight to actually share with you a couple of key things, key announcements, some special things we've made available for all of you guys before we get into tonight's training. So I'm going to pass it over to you're incredible. Actually, Vicky is also here with us too. We have one of our team members. Vicky is here as well. She's actually manager operations. She also has her, Vicky, we can't see you. You've got to actually, she's not trying to be in front tonight, but we actually want her to be here tonight so you guys can see us tonight. We've got your EMRIS gear ready for you guys to make your purchase. Your drop is over. T-shirts are ready for you. Vicky is taking her time. Hurry, 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 hurry. There we go. All right, we've got us here tonight. These are your shirts. Eileen's going to tell you all about them. Actually, you know what? We should take a quick selfie real quick of all of these. Who wants their Drought is Over shirts tonight? I want to see you guys in the chats. Look at everyone. You guys, okay. We want to see who wants to get their shirts. Eileen's going to tell you all about it and why this is such a big deal.
Guys, this is a shirt that is so important to me, not just because of what it represents, the fact that I'm 100% on board with the drought is over, how hungry the world is right now for the message, but it's such a powerful conversation starter. The things that are happening in the world right now have quite literally closed my mouth when I'm out in public. I have to wear a mask. Sometimes I wear 2 masks, okay? It covers my nose and my mouth, but when my shirt is still a billboard that tells the world this is our mission and our vision, the fact that I can't be as vocal as I normally could has not slowed down the message. I wore this to a meeting with a leader. I have it on Zooms. I have it on FaceTime, WhatsApp video. This is my superhero cape. When I put this on, I know it's game time. I know not only am I reminded of what I'm doing, what my goals are, what season is about to come, how it's about to rain success, rain blessings, but it's such a reminder to others. Come join me, come talk to me about this. And so here's what you want to do. You want to make sure that you order their shirt today. It is completely as simple as it ever is to get anything sent to you by EMRIS. So in true EMRIS style, you simply have to transfer those 300 Rand, all right, to the EMRIS FNB bank, and then complete your order by clicking in the EMRIS gear tab in your back office. And then voila, you get it into your doorstep. You don't have to come pick it up. Completely safe for you to order. Your shirt is available from sizes small to extra large, all right? But the only thing extra here has to be your enthusiasm. Your amazing corporate team already is out here rocking the message, and so now it's your turn. These shirts are not shipping from the United States. They're not shipping from the North Pole with Santa. They are not trapped in China. These shirts are in South Africa. They are waiting for you. They are made, they are ready to go. And so you can expect them fairly quickly after you order them, all right? And so the importance for you right now is this. Think about, do you have one on? Do your teammates have one on? Can you thank a customer who has gone above and beyond consistently ordering? Is this something that you can gift team members as well after they do X, Y, and Z? There are so many different ways that you can use this to really drive this culture of success is coming. Great things are coming. And so I just love it because when I put it on, even with my mouth covered with a mask on, I am loud and proud about this amazing mission and vision that involves you. And so let me know in the chat who is ready. I hope you guys are putting in your orders as soon as possible. It is absolutely seamless. Not only, guys, is this great for business, it's great for your enthusiasm, because I know when I put it on, I don't know, I swear there's something special in it, because I'm like, bam, bam, let's let's make this happen. But guys, they are soft. They are very comfortable. I mean, usually business means stuffy suit and tie, very uncomfortable high heels or something like that. But right now, everything about business means serving others. And what better way to serve others than when inspiring them immediately just by walking around in your shirt? So if I were you, I'd get one for every day of the week. I want to make sure that it's never dirty, stuck in the laundry, and that's why I couldn't get it. You get one for every day of the week. Get them in a few sizes. That way you're ready to go, to gift them, to provide them for your team members. This is such a great thing to have available at events. And for sure, when you have somebody new getting started, let them know as soon as they got started how they too can get their superhero cape, how they too can be a part of this, how they too can show that they are part of our amazing team and our amazing community. And as soon as you have them on, be sure to tag us on social media to be featured. So if you want to be featured on the EMRIS corporate page, show us a nice picture, make sure that we can see the shirt, be in like a very well lit area. And, in the caption, you can tell people know why you're so excited about why the drought is over, what that will mean for you. And so we're super excited to see you all getting them, rocking them, tagging us, and of course, making sure that everybody in your organization is also wearing theirs. They will be comfortable, they will be happy, they will be inspired, and they will also be sharing with the world this amazing message that the drought is over.
And so to share with us, as you're doing your home events, you're doing your presentation, just use the hashtag on social media, hashtag the drought is over. All right. And that's going to be something that we'll be able to keep track of. And we're also going to be doing a special prize this month for all of those people that actually are, as you get that shirt out there, as you sharing that with us, we're going to do a special prize at the end of the month as well. Someone will be randomly selected to get some special cool stuff as well, all right, for rocking your EMRIS gear. All right, guys, and so we have one more major announcement, and then we're going to dive into our training and back to our announcement queen, Eileen, to handle that real quick.
Guys, I know today's amazing. I know today's going to rock your socks off, but wait, there is more. We have got a fabulous event on the 22nd this month. You want to mark your calendars. You want to set alarms on your phones. You want to be in your t-shirts for this event, all right? We might even play people's videos so that we can see them in their t-shirts, all right? We're going to have the Now We Begin virtual event. This is a complimentary event, a no-cost event, and just because it has no cost does not mean no value. Okay, this is extremely high value at the most extremely low cost possible. So this is literally a win-win situation. You want to be there. You want to be there with your teams, all right? Make sure if somebody is having any trouble connecting, invite them, get together so that you can watch this event together, all right? This is an event where you can expect fabulous, amazing, mind-blowing announcements that are going to forever change the trajectory of your business.
There's a couple things that we want to sneak. Can we tell them that there's some new products?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Can we say that there's going to be new products being announced? We might have to get people with their close to the, you might want to make sure that you are strapped in and locked in. Yeah.
A fan, because I get so excited. My hot flashes kick in. All right. These are powerful announcements. So what products do you think we're launching? Let us know in the chat right now. What guesses do you guys have about brand new product? All right. We've got some guesses coming in the chat. Oh, but I almost confirmed or denied. I almost said something, but I won't. There are new things that are coming to South Africa. There are fabulous things. There are great things in place for you to win, for you to grow. So you don't just want to be there on your own. You want to be there with your whole team, because imagine your enthusiasm is great to add it on to others after an event. But when you and your people are there together, there is an addition, there's multiplication, and there's power in your energy multiplying and growing as a team, seeing all of you, the vision together, getting excited. We'll have live, trainings, live giveaways, announcements, so many transformational things that happen. And so this is extremely important Mark your calendars, set alarms on your phone, get sitters for your kids, order food in advance, set up everything for yourself and sit there with a pen and paper and a fan, because all the things that are going to be shared with you are going to be extremely powerful. But remember, show up with your shirts on, ready to learn and to grow. We just cannot wait.
So we're going to be sharing, as you get the sense now, we know what we're getting ready to share with you guys, and we know that none of you guys are ready for it. So here's what I want you to do, is to get as many people in place with you this month as part of your team, as part of your business, and prepare as best you can. But at EMRIS, there's always more, all right? And so at this event, if you have to have people meeting in groups, because we know that some folks might have issues with the internet, ESCOM might step in the way and create problems for us, load shedding. Listen, we're not going to let that hold us back. You need to be there live and make sure that you're there with people as well. So organize yourselves, be ready to do that, show up with your shirts ready to go, because this is that launch event to kickstart the launch of 2021. And we want to put this year, for many reasons, behind us as possible. We know that COVID has disrupted so many different things, but at the same time, it has created a massive opportunity. And so this is the launching pad for your business that we want you to be fully, as best you can, prepared for. There's going to be special recognition, the rank advances, the founding partners. I'm telling you, it's going to be huge. So did we giving them enough idea that this is going to be a big deal, or should we keep going?
We got as close as we could without spilling the beans.
Yeah, I think so. So we're going to transition here a little bit, guys. I want to talk to you guys. Actually, Eileen's not going to go anywhere just yet, because there's a story I want to tell you guys just as we transition into our training segment tonight. For those of you that may remember, Eileen and myself were in Durban. I don't remember when it was. Was it 2017? No, maybe 2018. It was somewhere around then. We were in Durban. And we were going down by the beach, and someone was taking a chicken to the beach. All right. So for those of you who don't know, Eileen grew up in Miami, Florida. She grew up at the beach, but she'd never seen a chicken being taken to the beach. And so as we're going to the beach, someone walks past us with a chicken in a plastic bag. And of course, I knew what was about to happen, but Eileen was like, "Oh, this is what happened. Sacrifice." Eileen didn't realize that it was a sacrifice happening at the beach. What did you think was about to happen?
I thought, how nice. They take their chickens to the beach. That's so nice of them.
So she quickly...
I want to do that one day when I have chickens.
I mean, we just take our chickens to the beach for control in Africa. So I kind of pulled it to the side and said, no, that chicken, this is its last day. This chicken is not going to survive the beach trip, because it was going there for a sacrifice. Friends, we know as we get closer to the end of 2020, we are what? We are less than 2 months away from the end of the year. How many of us know that chickens are not going to be surviving Christmas? How many of us know that chickens are not going to make it through to the end of this year? It is rough to be a chicken this time of year. All right. Now, I want to talk to you tonight about the importance and the difference between being an eagle and being a chicken. How's that for a transition? Do you like that one? Do you like that?
Poor chickens.
We segued into a training. We talked about dead chickens.
Guys, there are so many stories about my adventures, but trust me, as you think about this, you want to start taking notes. If you haven't done so already, you take your pen and paper out. Matthew Harris has done hundreds of millions in sales. He's coached people all around the world. They have gone off to do the same. He's worked with professional athletes, and I am so excited for what he's about to impart to you. So super funny that I was very happy for that chicken in a sad moment. But on a serious note, this amazing training is going to transform your life. This is information that leads to a transformation. And so let's get ready for this amazing content, and let us know when it's over what your takeaways are. And as you have aha moments, let him know in the chat, because this is a powerful training. You definitely want to come out of this like an eagle, not like a chicken who is lost. I was lost with the chicken, thinking the chicken was about to have a great time at the beach. That was not the plan. And so we do not want to have chicken plans. We want to have eagle plans. All right. So, honey, take it away.
All right, let's talk about eagles, my friends. And so there is a difference between chickens. There's a difference between eagles. And tonight we're going to talk about 3 lessons. How many lessons? 3 lessons to learn from eagles. And these lessons are critical towards your success. And so I need you to be ready tonight. I cannot get started until I see that you guys are locked in and loaded and you're prepared for a breakthrough in your life. Friends, it's not just about being in the right place at the right time with the right information. It's being in a place where you're ready to receive that information and take action on it. You can get as excited as you want. You can be around the best people in this business to teach you, to guide you, but unless you accept the information that they share with you and then act on it, you will not see the breakthrough that you're looking for. And so I need to have a conversation with you guys tonight. Let me see if for some reason the chat disappeared. Let me pull it back up. I need to see you guys tonight saying, if you're ready, I need to see you putting 7s in the chat for us. If you're new to our company, our culture, recognize that the number 7 is the number of completion. And we believe that the dream that's been placed in your life, the purpose that has been placed in your life will come to completion, because that season of drought is fully over. Friends, chickens don't survive Christmas. Chickens run for their lives. Chickens are not going to make it into 2021. And tonight I want to talk to you about being an eagle tonight in your business, all right? So eagles don't have to worry about ending up on the menu at Nando's. Have you ever seen an eagle pecking around on the ground for any leftovers? And they dominate the skies. They fly above everything else. And there's lessons that we can take from eagles tonight that can propel your business forward. And as I see those 7s coming through, I'm excited for you. I'm excited for your breakthrough. I'm excited for what we're about to discuss tonight. 3 lessons to learn from eagles. The first is that eagles do not eat already dead things. Eagles do not eat things that are already dead. Said another way, eagles do not eat already dead things. Eagles go off and find fresh prey. Eagles kill for their meal. They don't eat leftovers. That is not what an eagle does. Is someone with me tonight? Do you see where I'm going tonight? Because there's so many people that have gone into 2020. They had New Year's resolutions, New Year's goals. This is going to be my year of restitution. This is going to be my year of breakthrough. I'm going to be a millionaire this year. This is the year that I'm stepping forward into my purpose. How many of us tonight know that maybe we said those same things? We spoke a blessing over life. We spoke life over the new year. And then things started to go a little bit left. They took a short left. We started to hear things about COVID. We started to hear things about economies going backwards. We started to hear things about unemployment rates rising. We started to find the world all around us going through chaos. Friends, you can be in the midst of chaos and still thrive. I want you to know that tonight, that no matter what may be going on around you in your life, no matter what kind of situation you are finding yourself in, you can still break through if you're willing to push through all of that chaos, all of the dead things that may be around you. Maybe you had a different business idea this year and it didn't work out the way that you expected. Maybe you tried some things. Maybe there were some relationships that maybe died this year. Maybe there were some things that had to be removed from your life in order for you to step forward and for you to become the person that you're supposed to be. Am I speaking to someone tonight? There are certain things that had to die in order for a new life to come forward. I hope someone is catching what I'm talking to you about. There are some things that had to die in 2020 in order for your life to be elevated and go to a new level. When you catch a flight, whenever you get on a plane, I saw Mlo the other day with his mask. I check on everyone's stories when I get a chance to, and he's on a flight and he has his mask on, and he was commenting about how it used to be illegal to get on a plane with a face mask on, and now it's a requirement that you have to do that. Now, when you get on a plane, regardless of where you're in South Africa, if you're in Ghana, if you're in the United States, if you're any country around the world, if you have luggage with you, there's baggage that you typically are trying to take on this trip. There are things that you want to accompany you on your trip, but you have a limited capacity in the storage above you. There's only limited space. They only allow you to bring maybe 2 items. And if you're a super big shot, maybe they allow you to bring more. Maybe you're flying first class and you're able to bring on more luggage. When I fly to South Africa, there's limits. Of course, even with first class, there's still limits on how much you can bring. But there is a limit to the amount that you can bring on the flight. That amount is baggage. It has to have a certain weight. If it weighs more than the certain weight, you can't bring it on the flight. Friends, there are so many people that are trying to go into 2021, and the baggage that they're carrying with them is too heavy for the plane. I hope someone is catching where I'm going tonight, that there are things in their life. Did you know that when something dies, it actually has more weight when it is dead than when it is alive? It seems that the dead thing takes on more weight. That baggage, that dead relationship, those things that people said about you that you are still trying to breathe life into, those dead things that people try to place on your life, the negative things that people might have said about you, the mistakes that you might have made. Too many of us are holding on to baggage of dead things, and we're trying to fly like eagles, and yet all we're doing is doing what chickens do, just scratching on the ground, looking for things that are already dead, looking for someone else's opinion of you, for them to say, now it's time for you to go off and be promoted. Now it's time for you to go off and sit at the head of the table instead of sitting in the back room. Now it's time for you to accept the promotion that's been placed on your life. Friends, too many of us were born as eagles, and yet we live like chickens because all we are trying to do is eat the leftovers. We're waiting for someone in our team that we recruited to go off there and suddenly become a rock star. We're calling them constantly. My friend, don't you realize 1 million rand a week? Oh my goodness, what are you doing? Let's do a home event for you. You're trying to drag dead people with you on your journey to presidential ambassador. My friends, if you are trying to water dead plants, you will never see Dubai. You are looking for life. New life is the blood of your business. New life. New vision, new thoughts is going to allow you to transcend from the drought season that you've gone through into the abundant season that you deserve. Eagles do not eat leftovers, my friends. Eagles do not eat leftovers. At the same time, the second lesson for us when it comes to eagles, that eagles love storms. Now, can we all agree that 2020 has been a bit of a storm? We've been very blessed as a company. We've continued to grow. We've navigated this incredibly challenging year. And what's interesting about it, I was having a conversation with several major leaders that are coming on board with our company in the last 24 hours and talking with them about our business structure and how we laid the foundation first these past 2 years. And a fundamental aspect that we chose was using what's called a cloud-based business model for what we do here at EMRIS. Now, today in the world of COVID-19 and social distancing and things of that nature, the companies that thought in the old way of having massive office structures and all these different things and not leveraging technology and not being at the future where things are going, are finding themselves completely upside down, because they were just hemorrhaging money. In fact, this season, 2020, showed us who the weak really were. It showed us what businesses were already dying because they were already collapsing amidst their own weight. All that COVID and all that 2020 did was shine a light on what was already wrong. You can look at the election season that's happening here in the United States. If you're watching the news, if you've been watching this year, you've seen that there was a huge uproar in terms of racial justice, and rightfully so. Same thing is happening in Nigeria. I believe the same thing will continue around the world, because in the midst of lockdowns, the people that have had little have found themselves with even less. The people that had more have a lot of times found themselves with even more through this situation. It has drawn a wedge between the realities and the inequalities of the world that we live in. And in the midst of this storm, there are so many people that have tried to run from the storm. They've tried to go in opposite direction. They say, oh no, my dreams can't come true. I cannot have what I believe I was meant to have this year and in this season because it's too stormy. It's too much of a mess. But my friend, eagles, when clouds start to gather, eagles get excited. They actually use their wings. They stretch their wings out and actually soar to new heights because of the wind and the air that's circling through these storms, because it means that they can actually go to new heights with less effort. I want you to catch this tonight. Eagles love storms because it allows them to go to new levels with less effort, but it does mean that they have to stretch. If you're listening to me tonight, I want you to write in your notes, stretch. In fact, if you're catching what I'm teaching you tonight, I need you to put in the chat, stretch. I want to see who's paying attention to the lessons that we're sharing tonight, because this could be the difference between 2021 being the best year of your life and it being exactly the same as 2020, as 2019, as 2018, the same year, year after year after year after year after year, and not getting closer to where it is that you're looking to go. Friends, eagles love storms because it allows them to stretch up, and all they have to do is just catch a gust of wind, and the next thing you know, they've gone all the way to new heights. But they had to be willing to stretch. What am I saying to you tonight, friends? In the midst of the storm that may come to your doorstep, whatever it may be, whether it's financial, whether it is health, whatever, maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's the circumstances that you find yourself in constantly. Maybe it's people looking at you and saying things about you that are not true. I don't know what that storm may be, but I do know that through life, you are going to have to go through storms. The chickens, when a storm comes, they run. They run to the beach and they're slaughtered. But eagles stretch. It's time for you to stretch for new goals. It's time for you to stretch for a bigger vision. It's time for you to stretch for who you are supposed to be. But if you keep close to yourself, if you keep the story of the drought is over and EMRIS International to yourself, if you hold it so tight, my friends, you can find yourself drowning in the midst of storms. Storms come to cause us to stretch. That is what they're intended to do, because the only way that we grow is by stretching, is by seeing how far we can actually reach. And for too many of us, we've been told since we were children, oh, because you're from this location, or because this is your tribe, or because this is your race, or because this is your religion, or because this is your gender, or because you didn't finish matric, or because maybe you had a child, or whatever the case may be, we've been told not to stretch for things that we were deserving to have. I believe, friends, that we are God's highest form of creation. But what's interesting, he meant for us to have the good things of life. He meant for us to have abundance, but he doesn't place it right in your hands. He gives you the hands and opportunities, but says, I want to see, my child, if you can stretch, because you need to have faith to stretch. When everyone else is constricting, when everyone else is trying to consolidate, when everyone else is trying to think smaller and smaller and smaller and trying to maintain what they have instead of stretching for more, those that have the vision of eagles are stretching and finding that they are reaching new heights, that they're going to new levels. Eagles love storms. The third lesson that we can learn from eagles tonight, my friends, is that eagles understand the power of starting over. Eagles understand the power of starting over. There is a gentleman here in the United States named Elon Musk. He's a South African. He is a multi-billionaire. He has a unique approach to business that has allowed him to have tremendous success. He was one of the co-founders of a company called PayPal years ago, sold that company. When he sold that company, what's interesting about what he did, he made hundreds of millions of dollars from the sale of PayPal. And what a lot of people don't realize about what he did is, first off, most people with hundreds of millions of dollars in the bank would say, I'm done. I've arrived. Let me go and live in the lap of luxury. I'm sorted for life. What's interesting about Elon Musk is, even though he had accomplished something that very few people would ever accomplish, and he did it at a young age, he said something interesting. He said, I'm going to go for more. He said, it's time for me to stretch. And what he did was take all of that money. Remember, he was worth hundreds of millions of dollars, and he put it into a company called Tesla. He went off there and put the rest of the money into a company called SpaceX. And he also has a solar company as well here in the United States. And he put everything between those three companies. He took all of his capital. Every single thing that he had, he put it into his new company, his starting over. Friends, Elon Musk, even though he had made hundreds of millions of dollars, when he started these companies, he was borrowing money to pay for his rent. Now, someone tonight might be thinking to me, oh my goodness, the guy, well, you know what? That doesn't apply to me. I don't have hundreds of millions of dollars. My friends, here's my point to you tonight. Whether you have $1, you have $1 million, you have 100 millions of dollars, are you willing to start over? Or are you still comparing yourself to where you were in a previous opportunity, in a previous business, in a previous season? Friends, if we're always looking backwards, we'll never go forwards. And you have to be willing to make the decision to go all in on yourself, all in on your business, all in on where it is that you are going. Eagles understand the power of starting over. It comes to a place in an eagle's life where they go through a process called molting, and they actually lose feathers. In fact, they are replacing and removing the old feathers to create space for the new feathers. They go off and they seek solitude, and they spend some time by themselves where they start to plick their feathers, and they go bare, removing old weaknesses, removing some psychological issues, some psychological baggage that they might have had, removing things and feathers and tools that have got them to one place in life to create space for where it is that they're going next. They are not scared of starting over. Let me ask you, what old feathers do you need to leave behind in 2020? Is it a way of thinking? Is it a way of thinking? Is it a way of feeling? The results that you have in your life are direct results of the thinking and the beliefs that you have held about yourself. It's time to change. It's time to remove those negative thinkings. It's time to remove the way that you have seen yourself into this point. Friends, you do not become a millionaire in your bank account believing that you are not a millionaire. You have to become a millionaire in your mind first before the millions show up. You have to become a ring earner in your mind first before the ring is placed on your hand. You have to become what you want to be before it happens. And that's why this third lesson is so important. You have to understand the power of starting over. You have to be willing to start over. Maybe last month, maybe you're sitting here and you're frustrated about the results that you didn't get or did get, or whatever the case may be. And you're sitting here and you're a little bit frustrated. You're seeing other people winning in the business and saying, if it can happen for them, how come it can't happen for me? Friends, I want you to change the way that you look at that and go to a place of gratitude and start to be grateful for what you do have, but be willing to stretch and make space for your new level, for where it is that you're looking to go. I have a friend, as some of you guys might have heard me share the story, that I knew back when I was in the entertainment business. And he's a gentleman named Nate. I met Nate in a studio in Atlanta, Georgia. At the time, I was not in network marketing. I was trying to figure out my future. I had worked for a company that company folded, as some of you guys have heard me tell the story. In 2009, I lost my job working for a company, and I didn't have any backup plan. And I was in Atlanta, which in the States is like Black Hollywood. I'm telling you, this is where you go to make it if you're a person of color and you are wanting to go into the entertainment business. This is where you go. I'm in Atlanta and I'm seeing all these opportunities around me, and I just couldn't quite figure out a path. And so what many of you guys may or may not know is I had plans to be a musician. In fact, I was in the studio writing songs for different musicians. And I remember being in the studio one night, and I met a friend to this day that we've become, and still to this day know each other. His name is Nate. Nate wrote Blame It on the Alcohol, a song that Jamie Foxx recorded and performed and became a #1 song. It changed my friend's life. But what was interesting, Nate wasn't the only person that I met while I was in that season in my life. There was another person that I met that I haven't really shared the story a whole lot about. He's going to remain nameless tonight. But as I was working with him, he was deciding that he needed a break. And so he actually engaged in THC, in dacha, all right? So this is before CBD was even known or anything like that. And he said, man, I need to go smoke. You know what? I need a break from all the work we've been doing. So he says, I'm going to go outside here. And I want to play 2 videos for you. And I want you to look at these videos. I have the opportunity to sign one of these 2 acts. I can't sign both. I have to choose between 2 of them. All right, catch this, my friends. So he leaves me inside the studio with my cousin, Ruben. Ruben now is a CEO for a company out in California in technology, doing incredibly well. At the time, both he and I were trying to pursue a music career. And we're sitting there and we watched these 2 videos. Both of them were on YouTube. The first one was this college band, all right, playing music and doing stuff about college lifestyle. And we watched the song. Okay, cool. The second one was a 14-year-old kid with his hair all this, like he had a lot more hair than I did, but he had a guitar. And he's sitting there playing on his guitar. 14 years old on YouTube playing. And both of these groups, the group actually had seemed at that time to have a bigger following than the young kid. The young kid's name was Justin Bieber. This is before he got discovered. I'm sitting there in the studio with my cousin and the gentleman that had the opportunity to sign Justin Bieber. Let me ask you something. Who do you think he signed? Who do you think? Everyone tonight knows Justin Bieber's name, but no one knows this gentleman. And I'm not going to mention his name tonight because he decided not to sign Justin Bieber. He decided to go sign the band. I don't know what's happened to their career. I definitely know they didn't go off and have the career that Justin Bieber had. But Justin Bieber, the next day, flew into Atlanta. This friend of mine that I knew had the opportunity to sign him before Usher signed Justin Bieber. And he said, I'm not going to do it. And he missed out on an incredible sensation. Now, what does that have to do with tonight's conversation? Chickens and eagles. My friends, if you are a chicken in the room, you're always on the menu. It doesn't matter what the opportunities may be or how great they are. If you are a chicken, you always think in terms of leftovers. You don't think in terms of, let me go hunt for my meal. Let me go and be the king and be the queen of the skies. Let me go to the highest heights. You're always looking down. And that friend, that contact that I know, was always looking for leftovers. He was too scared to sign this kid who at that point didn't look like it was going to be the right decision to make. He signed the band because he felt like it was going to be more of a sure thing. They already had a following. They already had some business in place. And so he was looking for the leftovers. Tonight, friends, I'm talking to some people that have the opportunity to sign Justin Bieber, that had the opportunity to be in that same room tonight, because I believe that the same thing is happening again with EMRIS, is that every single one of you, and every single time you talk to someone about your business, every single time you share with them the vision of what it is that we're doing of producing 100 millionaires on the African continent, you are looking for the next Justin Bieber. But the thing is, you don't know who that person is going to be. You don't know if the next conversation or the next person that you introduce to this business is going to be the person that absolutely crushes it and changes it forever. But if you are a chicken, all you're ever doing is looking for the leftovers. You don't have the wide enough vision to talk to everybody, to look at all the opportunities that are available, to look at all those people on your list, to call the people that you're scared of, the people that you may not yet be prepared to have in your business just yet, because you're telling yourself, I'm a chicken. I can't be a leader. That person will never get involved in my business because look where they are in this life. They're too far down. I'm going to go with the band. I'm going to go with someone else, someone smaller. I'm going to go that way. When you have the opportunity to go off there and think like an eagle thinks and say, you know what, I'm meant to fly at the highest level. Because friends, chickens don't make it through Christmas. Friends, tonight, I want to have a conversation with you more about you and more about your future in a more urgent fashion than I ever have, because I know what's happening behind the scenes. I know the leaders that are circling and getting ready to engage with us. I know what's about to happen in your business. Bringing new products into your business is going to help a lot, but it's not going to transcend your business to the point where you're earning millions and millions of dollars, because unless you behave like an eagle, you won't get the results that eagles get. Tonight, my friends, let's make the decision. Let's make the decision to recognize not only were we created as eagles, not only were we created to have dominion over the earth, but now it's time for us to walk in that calling. Now it's time to stand up tall, to place yourself as an eagle, to behave like an eagle, to think like an eagle, and to go off there and soar like an eagle. Friends, tonight, as we wrap up, thank you so much for your time. Get your shirts. We want to see them going on social media. Plan this month. Set up those events, set up those home events. How many Zoom presentations are you going to have? How many did you have last month? How many did you have? Seriously, how many did you actually have last month? And how many people did you invite this month of November? I need you to stretch more than ever, because it is absolutely a stone cold fact. There's no doubt on it that we are disrupting an entire industry. And you guys are at the forefront of that, all right? And so I want you to be looking back on this year as this is the year that you earned your millions. They may not have showed up right away day one, but this is the year that you made a decision to fly like an eagle instead of behaving like a chicken. Friends, tonight as we close off, I want to make sure that you guys caught that information, and I want you to share in the chat right now.